CROCoin is up 190% over the past month and is above a key area for its price at the 20-cent level, as Bitcoin has just crossed 100K for the first time. And in today's episode of the Everything Crypto Show, I want to talk about a piece of news that came out from Crypto.com as they begin to execute on their 2025 roadmap, which includes further expansion of their Visa program. And to wrap this up, we are going to talk about what this could mean for the price action of CROCoin and take a look at the chart. Before we hop into the content, just a friendly reminder that I am not a financial advisor, nor do I offer any sort of financial advice on YouTube. I am simply here for your crypto news and entertainment purposes. And if you do find the videos informative and entertaining, please consider hitting that sub and like button. And I appreciate all the support on the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. So without further ado, we are going to get right into today's altcoin of discussion, and that is going to be CROCoin. But before we do that, I do want to take a look at the general market structure as we typically do by talking about the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoin index chart, all of which are breaking out at the moment. So for starters, we have Bitcoin above the $100,000 mark for the first time in history. It made a local top here so far at about 103.5K, currently sitting at just under 102,000. And I would expect to see a lot of media coverage on this over the next couple of days, which could send a lot of FOMO into the markets and help to push things higher. Now, while Bitcoin is well above its prior cycle all-time high at the $69,000 range, the mid 69K range, Ether is actually still about 20% below its 2021 all-time highs. It has been lagging Bitcoin so far this cycle. However, Ether is also breaking out as it appears it is finally trying to get above this downtrending channel that began with the 2021 peak. We can see here this set of lower highs that Ether has been making, and it appears as if it is looking to break out above. If it is able to do this here and close above it on the weekly, I would not be surprised to see a run back up to the March local top that came at about $4,100, and then above that the 2021 highs at the 48.50 zone, more or less. Now the final chart I do want to take a look at here is Total 3, and if you guys have been with the channel for a while, you know, we were talking about Total 3 when it was still well below its 2021 all-time highs, and we can see that over the past couple of weeks it has been on a huge run. It actually did make a new high here before pulling back and is currently still down about 4% from highs. Total 3 is the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, so effectively the altcoin total market cap. And yeah, if we can close a weekly candle above the prior cycle highs over here, that would also be a very bullish look for the altcoin market in my opinion. So that's really what I'm looking for when it comes to the charts. And you know, I've been pretty vocal about believing we're entering the phase of the cycle where altcoins will start to outperform. And given that I am looking for altcoins and projects that have been making a ton of moves in the crypto space and really positioning themselves to take full advantage of the bull run. And Crypto.com is one of those companies that I believe really has positioned themselves as a leading exchange. And obviously they do have CRONOS as their native token. So we can actually take a look at the data before we get into the news and just show you the growth of Crypto.com here. So we can take a look at their USD support exchange volume market share, and we can see here, you know, while earlier in 2024, so when we saw that local top back in March when alts and Bitcoin were moving up, Coinbase had 53.89% of exchange volume market share that does support USD, while Crypto.com had about 18.19%. And we can see here that Crypto.com in September of 2024 move up to 65.34% compared to Coinbase's 21.45%. And even now they are sitting at 43.54% of market share compared to Coinbase's 38.47%. So some really impressive growth there from Crypto.com in terms of the market share. And if we actually look at this in terms of USD support exchange volume, we can see that that has also just been rising here pretty consistently since June. So in June of 2024, Crypto.com did 33.77 billion in volume. In July, 68.73 bill. In August, 95.64 bill. In September, 133.55 bill. In October, 148.61 bill, and then in November they closed it out here with another record in terms of monthly exchange volume, USD exchange volume, with a total of 283.36 billion. Now we can see here that in the month of December, about 5 days in, and they've already done 28.15 bill in terms of that volume. So really nice to see Crypto.com continuously smashing records here. And one thing I've said about Crypto.com that I think is important to really acknowledge is that just because Crypto.com is growing, it does not necessarily mean that it is going to equal more people buying CRO. Crypto.com can incentivize people to buy CRO by offering certain products, that basically do offer juicy incentives for people to buy CRO, that when people hop onto the app, that it does make them think about picking up some of this altcoin. And I think that their most powerful product for doing that and for really kind of bridging, sort of like, and just making this connection between Crypto.com and CRO coin itself is the Crypto.com Visa program. Now, the Crypto.com Visa program, we've spoken about this on the channel, quite a bit, and I do think it is one of the best crypto visas that is offered in a ton of different regions. So basically, the way it works is you lock up a certain amount of CRO to be eligible for a certain card tier, and then this card tier comes with all the associated benefits you can see on the screen right here. Now, when I say lock up a certain amount of CRO, effectively what you have to do is stake your CRO in a 1-year contract to access the visa, equivalent to the dollar value of CRO that you have locked up. So different tiers have different prices. And then after this year is up, you can opt to unstake your CRO and sell it, or do whatever you like with that CRO. But if you do this, you will lose majority of the benefits. And you can see here, based on the benefits, like these are some really good benefits for a Visa. And keep in mind that the cashback is paid in CRO. You also are offered a staking yield here on, based on the amount of CRO that you have locked up as well. So a staking yield on your CRO plus this cash back, and some of the other benefits here associated with the Visa, which you can see, which does trickle into like their crypto, their stocks, and banking, which is coming soon as well. So I do really like the Crypto.com Visa, and I think that the more that people are incentivized to buy the Visa, and the more regions Crypto.com is able to launch it in, and really try and get people using this product, the more bullish it is for CRO coin, as you have to actually purchase the altcoin and lock it up in that year contract to receive these nice benefits. So we did actually see this post from Chris Marzalek, the CEO of Crypto.com, yesterday. He basically said, cards and level up now live in GCC. Team Crypto.com delivering against our public roadmap. And if we take a look here in terms of the roadmap and go to the bottom, it does say Latin America, Middle East, and Africa debit card expansion. So we can see that, Crypto.com here, they released this roadmap in early November. And as of right now, they have begun executing on some of the different things they do have outlined here. So I am bullish on the Crypto.com Visa program as a full. And we saw this tweet from Chris Marzalek, the CEO of Crypto.com, put out yesterday. He said, cards and level up now live in GCC. Team Crypto.com delivering against our public roadmap. And what he's referring to here is the roadmap that was released early last month. And if we go down to cards over here, we can see that the first thing was Latin America, Middle East, and Africa debit card expansion. And it appears that, yes, Crypto.com has began to make good on some of the goals they outlined in this roadmap. Level Up launch as well, which I believe it actually was launched, on the same day or announced, and then it was launched the next day after the roadmap came live on Twitter and on their website. So really nice to see Crypto.com beginning to execute over here on their roadmap. And as I have said, when it comes to their products, I am the most bullish on the Visa in terms of offering products that actually incentivizes people to purchase and hold CROcoin. Now, another thing on the roadmap here I do want to highlight is the launch of the Crypto.com exchange expansion into the United States. This is not to be confused with the Crypto.com main app. The Crypto.com exchange is basically their more advanced trading platform that offers better fees, and yeah, just more trading options as well. And something that the exchange actually offers here is the ability to stake a certain amount of CRO for trading benefits, up to 0 fees and even rebates depending on how much CRO you have staked, as indicated by this image right here. So really looking for Crypto.com, as they have been capitalizing a lot on the bull run and really trying to grow the company as much as possible. They've been very successful in doing that. And what I'm looking for Crypto.com to actually do now is really kind of build this correlation of growth between the company and their native altcoin CRONOS. And to wrap things up, I do want to take a look at this altcoin. We can actually see here that at the moment it is above that key area for the price action at the 20-cent level. So we take a look at 20 cents, right? And we look back at the previous bull run back in 2021. It acted as some support over here in, March and April. Then we saw that summer dip. And then here we actually saw 20 cents act as resistance for CROcoin in like August and September of that year. And then boom, on the breakout above 20 cents, we did see it go on that huge run up to 96 cents, which from the breakout at that 20-cent level was a run of about 365%, 370% more or less. So it topped out at just under $1. And then you can even see here in the bear market year, so going into 2022, we saw CRO falling here. We then actually saw it get rejected at 20 cents over here, and it continued to fall, went from 20 cents down to 10 cents. We saw the collapse of FTX, a ton of FUD targeted at Crypto.com, and then it fell again from 10 cents down to 5 cents. So a 50% decline from 20 cents down to 10 cents, and another 50% from 10 cents down to 5 cents. And if you've been with the channel for a while, you know that we were talking about CRO at this 5-cent level. I did believe it was a steal. I thought a lot of the FUD towards Crypto.com was unwarranted, and that did end up being the case, as Crypto.com has continued to build and grow as indicated by the data shared earlier on in this video. So from that 5-cent level, CROcoin is up about 300%. However, if we measure it from its 2021 all-time high, it is still down about 77% from that level, which means if you believe that CRO can make it back up to its previous cycle all-time high, that would indicate about a 352% rally from current prices. I'm not saying that will happen. I'm saying if you believe it can happen, then that is what the rally would look like in terms of percentage numbers. Now, taking a look at the higher time frames here, I'm just going to take a look quickly at my upside and downside targets. So my downside target for a CRO, if it does want to pull back, would be at about the 18.5-cent level, which was the top that we saw for a CRO back in March when the rest of the market kind of hit that local top. I would be looking forward to potentially backtest that as support if it does want to move to the downside. Now, to the upside, taking a look on higher time frames, I don't see much key resistance for CRO until that 37.5 to 38-cent level. So that is what I would be looking for if CRO is able to hold above the 20-cent zone. So on that note, I hope you all enjoyed the content in today's video. I hope you are all staying happy, safe, and healthy, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace out for now.